Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday. It's happy Saturday. I'm looking forward to a great, exciting weekend. Just started out my day really positive. Got up, went down to the beach with my husband, and we grabbed coffee and we went down to the beach. And it was so windy out there, though. Like this, it was a surfer's dream morning. The waves were very rapidly coming in and out. And we did see quite a bit of surfers out there on Deerfield Beach. It was actually really nice to get out there and just sort of see the just a beautiful morning. Was a sort of a different morning. And I think we are going to experience some storms out here in South Florida. So, it's that time of year, I suppose, right? You just have to roll with it, and you have to just, enjoy all those things. It's all part of life. It's part of nature. It's part of the things that we cannot control. So my topic this morning is, do you believe that life gives you exactly what you're desiring in that sort of subconscious mind of ours when we are there just tapping into that autopilot vibration, if you will? Do you believe that life is really responding back to you based on what you're giving it? So whatever you're putting out vibrationally is what you're receiving. Do you believe in that? Do you believe that, deliberate actions, our deliberate mindsets, deliberate sort of re-engineering of our minds is what produces a different outcome? And if you believe that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The experience of your vibration is what's projecting outwardly, and that's exactly how you will return or get a return back from what you're giving off. So a good example of that, because I do believe in sharing examples when I raise a topic, it is always based on my own personal approach to life, my own personal experience, and the way I approach things each day, every day, right? That's what my videos are about. So for a good example is, I recall yesterday morning waking up and maybe getting some not so great news, and I think my husband looked at me and he said to me, something else actually happened, and I don't remember the exact thing that happened, but it was not such a positive thing that happened. But I recall him leaving the house, and he looked at me and he said, "Do you know what kind of day we're gonna have, right?" And I said to him, "Well, the choice is yours." And as he drove off, he kind of gave me that look. So I said to him, I said, "I know what kind of day I'm gonna have. I'm gonna have a fabulous day, because whatever comes my way, I know I'm going to put off the vibration to set off and have a really great day, regardless of what comes my way." And then he looked at me, and then he went about on his journey. But I used that as the setting tone, if you will, for this conversation, because we are truly what and how. And when I say that is, keep in mind, we know that things will not always work out in the way we want it to work out, right? We may hear a bad news, we may hear something that happened and it impacts us directly, and it's really outside of our control. The point I'm making is your vibration, what you're vibing and how you're receiving that news is exactly how the rest of your day is going to go, or how you're going to take that, what's happened to you, and recognize and realize that perhaps it's happening to you for a reason, right? Because if we believe that there are no accidents or no coincidence in life, that things are happen because it's destined to happen that way, then we know that when things do happen to us, good, bad, or indifferent, that it does happen to teach us there is a bigger lesson. There is something to be learned out of that experience. And then it always goes back to how we position our mindset to receive that information, whatever it is, regardless of what it is. And we know that there's no one size fit all when it comes to this topic. But I would say, regardless of what it is you're going through at this moment, know that you are right where you ought to be and you're supposed to be, because this is where, at that moment, it's very important. Each moment of our lives as we live, they are all important moments. I think sometimes as human beings we expect important moments to be the big moments, when we win something, or we have a promotion, or we got married, or a baby is born, or we're buying a house, or it always has to be this big exciting thing. And a lot of times it involves money, it involves us spending, it involves us pouring money out. And I think the thing that we need to recognize as human beings is each moment is an important moment. The moment that I'm sharing with you guys right now is an important moment for me, and my vibration, my energy that I'm giving off is important, because within this moment I'm learning, as I'm teaching, as I'm sharing, I am learning about myself. I'm learning about what I'm stating to you, and when I speak it out of my mouth, it comes out very differently. And I'm trying to connect my thought process into my words to share it. And I'm the hopes that the vibration does carry to you guys, where you can get something out of this message. So each moment is really depending on how we give it. We feed that moment. There are moments all the time, everywhere, constantly. But we are the engineers. We are the thing that propels that moment to be positive or negative based on our thought process. So that's the point I'm making. The point is, when we get up each day, regardless of what life throws at us, regardless of what the situation is, are we making the best out of each moment? Are we learning from each moment? Are we taking it in a way where our vibration and our positive vibration continues to grow and to move that thing, regardless of what it is, into a much better place for us, for our own experience? Because at the end of the day, no one is going to be the engineer of your life. You have to be that person. You have to be your own kind of it is almost like you have to be your own cheerleader, if you will. You have to be your own engineer. You have to be that person that looks at your life and figure out a way of making it better and having the best experience for yourself. And no matter what life throws your way, no matter what comes your way, what news you get, learn to be in that moment and experience it. And if it's a bad news, if it's a bad moment, then allow your emotions to be genuine within that moment, but then also learn how to look at that bad moment and think, okay, what's the positive in this? What's the positive lesson? What's the important lesson that I need to learn out of this moment? So I am bettering myself constantly, and I'm vibrating high constantly, because it's when we have, and it goes back to having a heart of gratitude and a heart of thanksgiving and a heart of thankfulness. I think many times it's so difficult for us to be thankful, especially when we are in a negative situation, right? Or if we receive bad news, right? It is natural for us to revert into that place of negativity and sadness and pity parties, and the list goes on. And why are things happening to me, poor me? But I think if we learn to really dive deep within ourselves and allow ourselves to feel the emotion of the situation and the moment, but then most importantly, when that moment is over, what are we left with? What is it that we're gonna hold on to from that moment to make us better people? So I want us to think about that today as we move forward into this beautiful weekend, into this beautiful Saturday. Like I said, I got up this morning, went to the beach to see the sunset and to be able to sit out, on the sand. But when I got out there, there's a storm. But when I looked out into the ocean and I saw the storm and the waves, I recognized that there are a lot of people out here truly enjoying this weather. It's a surfer's dream, if you will. And it was actually exciting to see that the surfers were out there and they were enjoying the weather. And that brought a lot of joy and pleasure to my life for that moment. So for what this is worth, I hope it does help someone today to navigate. And regardless of what you're going through, know that it is your energy that's engineering that moment. It is your energy, the way you look at things, your outlook on things is what's going to help you to get past that moment, right, into the next moment of your life. All right, guys, have a blessed day until we connect again. And feel free to like my videos, subscribe to my channel, and we'll stay connected. Love you guys. Bye-bye.